Hello, here I am back at the base of the base race for March, and not far away from here I've been involved in a secret project. So let's wander over there, skirting past this skelly who would like to do away with me. Anyone else in the middle as well? Luckily not anyone under this place at the moment. So out in the desert, that was where we had to build. I didn't go too far away, and what I wanted to do was build something that was inspired by a place in the real world which is called the Lost City of Petra. And it's come up in at least one film. I think there may be more. There was one of the Indiana Jones films used it. I'm pretty sure it may have come up in other films as well. It's in modern day Jordan, but it is a city, or at least some buildings that are hidden, and they've been lost inside this kind of slot in the hillsides for a very long time. So this is where I decided to make mine. You've got the concealed entrance in the hillsides, and inside here, after you wind your way through, that was something else that was special about Petra, is it was in the desert, but it had natural water supplies, and people had moved the water supplies around so that they collected in certain chambers, and they were like diverted to be able to keep crops growing. So here we go, we've got various different buildings set into the walls of this chamber here. Now the first one, I think this one I would call a kind of little rest and relaxation, a very quiet meditation chamber, because you go in here and it's just everything is dark and subdued lighting, water. You can imagine the cool of the soul sand on your feet as you just sit there on the benches around the outside with the vines over the back there. So that's a quiet meditation chamber. Then over here, behind this big creeper face-ish sort of thing, we show that the water is going to good use in irrigating these crops that are growing in here. Got the cacti growing around the outside. Not sure whether they harvest the cacti for something. The people who used to live here, we can't tell anymore. Okay, so there's that room, and then opposite it we have another seemingly identical room, but this one's very different inside. This is their workshops area. Probably use it for doing a bit of cookery as well as smelting, but this is the area where they get down to business. So growth over that side, business over that side, rest and relaxation round in the first chamber, and then we come to the king's chamber, or the god's chamber, whatever it might be, the hall, the mighty hall of, well, opulence, I suppose. And you go in here and we see there are symbolic guards around the edges. No expense spared. Gold in the roof. Got the carpet, although it's kind of the effect of just different textures and layers around this central pool. And there's like the effigy for the gods. I think that's the worshipping altar over there. As we go round, we've got these little chambers off to one side which are lit up by lava. Same on the other side. And it's I just like the roominess of the place inside here. You wouldn't know that this was in here. Now, one thing that you can do is open up secret places, and you do this by, let's see, I'll give them a potato for the gods. Let's throw that in there. You hear something operate, and where it is actually this has opened up to allow you down into a chamber down below. A chamber which only the who were they? The sort of the religious, the priests or whatever it is of the strange gods that this whole temple is there to worship. They come down here with a little display of gold implements to show that they were rich people. They had lots of this stuff. Down here you can close the. Up here you can take your potato back, and that closes the way in with a gold block. So, well, there might be other secret places in here, but we have no longer any record of them. What we do have in here is, how did these priests get back to the outside the public world again? They can't go back the way they came in. Well, they've got a little way of getting round through here. You climb up until you're inside the roof. And once you're up in the roof level, go along this passageway here and drop down, and you're right in the middle of the pool, and you can come up and see everything around you. So that's pretty much it really. The Desert Wonder, my build for the Desert Wonder for March base race. There we go. Hope you like it. Goodbye. See you in next month's base race.